Yo, this your boy P.O. Once again, man. Life After Basketball, chilling on 142nd and 8th, Lenox. Chilling with the legendary, you know what I'm saying, one of the best point guards ever to come out of New York City. My boy Reem Reed, aka the best kept secret. What's up, boy?
What's good, man?
Ain't nothing, man. You on Life After Basketball. You know we had to get your story.
Yeah, I had to.
So, you know, we grew up together pretty much playing ball and all that. But I don't think the people know what you really went through as far as when you came up.
Versus Chris Brown, All-Star. Oh, the best kept secret.
Coming up, growing up, you know, we grew up in the Bronx and stuff like that. It was hard for us, baby. It was, you know, what Biggie said, you know, you're slinging rocks so you got a wicked jump shot. So that's what it came down to me, man. I had a choice, a crossroad in my life that I had to decide what I wanted to do, and I decided to go all the way with this basketball thing.
So when did you really start to say, like, you know what, I'm gonna play ball?
I mean, after about 12 years old, like, they snuck me down to Young Life or whatever. Like, we going to buy some sneakers. I was thirsty to get some sneakers. I wound up in Salem Church in Young Life, trying out for Young Life. After that, it was a wrap.
So when you played for Young Life, you were about 12 years old. What's going through your mind? You want to play ball. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew you grew up with a lot of wild dudes. You know what I'm saying? What made you say, like, you know what, I'm going to do this instead of doing that?
I mean, at that time, you know, that's what it was. So it was like, wow, I didn't want to play baseball or nothing like that. It was like basketball at the end of the day. My first 2 days I get there, we going to Connecticut or whatever to play basketball. You know, I've never been nowhere at that age or whatever. Probably ride Playland or something like that. So I'm like, wow, they want to take me on a trip. We win or whatever. I got it, you know, MVP, and we won first place. And it was like, man, this basketball could really do something. You know what I'm saying? Us growing up watching NBA and guys from New York going to college, you know what I'm saying? At first, you know, we didn't really know. We didn't take that serious. And then we were like, man, kid from New York can go to college and make some money or whatever. I'm with it. Let's do it.
Right. So, I mean, get to the situation where, all right, once you finish playing with Young Life and all that, you know, you're 12 years old, you know, the next step is high school.
Yeah.
What made you go to St. Raymond's?
Well, actually, at first I went to Talentine. Coming up or whatever, I was at Connor Second Camp. I was coming from 8th grade, playing with, at this time after Young Life, one more year, it was like, wow, Riverside kept hollering at me, whatever. I used those things before Riverside the championship, and they kept hollering at me, whatever. One day after the championship, man, you know, Mr. Lloyd was like, man, I'm tired of playing with them, you know, that bum team, you know, come take some trips, come get some jackets and stuff like that. You know, I'm playing with some of the kids growing up. They on the train with me, they got Riverside jackets, they going to Providence, they going to France and things like that. I'm like, man, I want to travel, man. So I wound up making a switch to Riverside, and then 8th grade, summer 8th grade, we went to Lou Connor Second Camp. Talentine at that time was, you know, that was a traditional school, number one in the country, one of the top schools, and they were like, man, I got a chance to go to Catholic school. You know, I supposed to went to, I spent one day in Walton, another day in Kennedy, public high school, but I'm like, wow, when Talentine kept calling, I'm like, man, this is what I want to do. Catholic school, this is what it was, you know, Brian Reese and all the, you know, some of the good legends or whatever, street ball in their careers went there, whatever. I'm like, that's what I want to do. I went there for 9th grade, played JV, we won the championship with 35-1, won the championship as a 9th grader, you know, and stuff like that. After the season, Talentine, we get a call, you know, I wake up one day on the news, Talentine closes. So here I go with a crossroad at my life again, like.
Well, at that time, Talentine had, what was it, Thomas Motley?
Thomas Motley, Sean Wises, everybody.
Right, so it was like, do you feel like you really play there, or you know what, you had to fight to get a spot?
I mean, everybody, you know, it was like fighting for our next meal, man. We had all the top guards in the city or whatever, and I had to take my chance in doing it.
Yo, who's that dynamite walking right there? Who's that in the red? Who is that?
That Juju B daughter. You don't want no problem. You alone.
Who is that right there? Who is that?
That Juju B daughter.
No scraps on my table, we full, we all eat.
The top guards was in there.
What's
you
in there?
Sean
Whatever.
Wise.
We had some of the top guards, they coming off a championship banner year, whatever, going all the trips and stuff like that. But that was right around my area. And at that time, I'm a hard-headed 14, 15-year-old kid trying to take names. So I'm like, that's what I want to be. So
What was your household life like?
I mean, the household, you know how that was. I was a single parent growing up. My mom's putting that work and getting that money and stuff like that. And, you know, at that time, it was another crossroad in my life. My mom's wound up getting locked up for doing what she do in the streets, trying to raise a life for me or whatever. you know, me coming up.
Nobody ever knew that your mom got locked up.
Yeah, my mom did 3 years in state. You know what I'm saying? People didn't know that. Me going through high school, 8th grade, or whatever. Niggas' moms in the crowd and all that. My mom wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? It was me and my guys. You know, me and my niggas there, just whatever, ride wherever. You got a game in Brooklyn. We get on the train wherever we going.
So it was like that. Did that fuel you even more?
Yeah, it fueled me even more because I got to scare my life. Like, wow, when my mom got put away, it was like, wow, you're gonna stay in the city and be a loner by yourself, or you gonna go down south with your family. You know, I had family in South Carolina. They were trying to put me in Oak Hill in school like that, some prep schools, looking for prep schools or whatever. Right. And at that time, Coach DeCesar was like, basically, I got him. You know, that's where it came in at. You know what I'm saying? I come back to New York, you know, after 9th grade, get ready to go to 10th grade. My mom just get locked up. I come home, and I see them pulling my moms out the building and stuff like that. So, I mean, I was like, wow. So I was like, man, got up when Mr. DeCesar, Coach DeCesar, whatever, he took me in St. Raymond's, man. I was like, wow, that was the best thing that happened for me. And me meeting my son's mother, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what kept me in New York. Again, you know, me and her starting to mess with each other, whatever. I'm staying out. 9th, 10th grade, you know, my mom's locked up. I ain't really had nowhere to go.
So you basically was pretty much homeless.
Yeah, if you
through your whole career through St. Raymond's?
Not through not 11th, 12th grade, but yeah, my 9th and 10th grade. My 10th grade was St. Raymond's. Basically, I was leaving my son's mother house, going straight to school from there, whatever, or, you know, hanging, sleeping at my friend's house or whatever, this and that, just to pay his way. That's how hard I wanted it. I could have lived in a 6-bedroom down south, but I knew, like, I'm gonna stay in this 1 bedroom or whatever and make something out of this.
Damn, I didn't even know that. I didn't see. People look at you as the best kept secret, and they look at all the things you do on the court, and they really don't know that you're a regular person and that you go through things that the average hard, you know what I'm saying, hard not life person going through.
Yeah, because at that time, I mean, you know, I'm coming up in the streets. You don't want nobody, you know, tactics. Everybody use everything against you. So it was like, wow, like I'm not gonna mope and suck it, you know, suck it up. I'm gonna suck it up and make something out of this. You know what I'm saying? Everything, you know, make something out of this negative.
What was that experience like?
The first day of school, we everybody hyped. Oh, we come at the 3 o'clock after school workouts or whatever, this and that. Everybody's, you know, they've been hearing Kareem Reed transferred to St. Raymond's. This is a big thing in the paper, whatever, this and that. I walk in the gym, we get ready. I come out the locker room or whatever, from lifting my weights or whatever. Man, I see Tom Pender, Jim Boeheim. You see about 9 college coaches in there for a workout. It's live periods.
But they all coming to see you?
No, not me. I'm 10th grade. They don't even know about me. They come to see the Danny Dingus, the Danny Blazers, the Tyler Browns, Bowling Green in there to see my man Tyler. They had just coming off the championship or whatever, so they don't even know who I am. But I bet you that Monday or Tuesday, after that Tuesday, they know who I was. Coach called me in the office. Coach Caesar called me in the office and said, Kareem, what you want to do, man? Like, you want to play JV? This is what I'm going to tell you. Put me and Eric Harris. So right here in the guard, put me and Eric Harris in the locker, in his office. And said, what y'all want to do? Y'all want to play JV again, win a championship, and probably average 30? Or y'all want to learn under these seniors and come up to Boston? He said, I'm gonna make history. I looked the season in his eye, and ever since that day, that's when he's been a father figure to me, because he looked me in my eye and gave me a straight up answer, like, I want to play Boston. I want to earn my name or whatever. And no lie, the 3rd game of the season, Kareem Reed started. We in Cincinnati playing, and the Kareem Reed started.
Wow. So it's you, who's in the back coach? You,
me, the Danny Blazers, the Tyler Browns, Trevor Ruffin, Danny Dingle.
Trevor Ruffin, wow.
I mean, we were stacked.
Right? You finally started after 3 games in Cincinnati, doing your thing. When did your moms come home?
My moms didn't come home. Actually, my moms didn't come home. I ain't see my mom since senior night in college.
What? So this whole time, like you know what I'm saying? Everybody moms is their backbone.
So 5 years out of my life, I didn't see my moms from my sophomore year in high school to my senior year in college.
So who was the person that really helped you go through that?
Nobody. I mean, Arkansas, the University of Arkansas helped me with it.
No, I'm talking about from high school.
Just me being strong, me having my son in 11th grade, that's what made it.
Right.
Me, my son's mother getting pregnant and me having little Kareem in 11th grade. That's what, basically, I knew that I had a family, and that was the best thing that happened to me. That's what I needed, some responsibility, and that's what my son gave me.
Right. You know, your high school years, your freshman year, your sophomore year, your senior year, your junior year, you got all the accolades in the world. What's going through your mind when it's time for senior year
and you ready to make that move.